Hello there and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Germany, to this Kaiserslautern series in Football Manager 2021. It is our second season in Germany's top flight, and as you can see, we've been given a really easy start to the season. A home game against Bayern Munich. Why not? Why not? It's customary for the champions to open up the season on the Friday night. Usually, I think they're usually at home, but for some reason we have the pleasure of hosting them. It's quite nice actually. Our first episode of the season, of this series, where we had a match, anyway, our first match of the series on camera was our DFB Pokal game, our first round match against Bayern. If you've been watching since back then, thank you very much. We won that 3-2, didn't we, with that goal that happened that we never saw. I think it was about episode 2 or 3, so yeah, feel free to go back and check that out. Today, that's the only match we're having because we've got lots of transfers to get through. As I said, it's taken me ages to get to this point. It really has taken me hours because I've been going through changing a lot of staff, trying to get the rating up of all our staff here, which we're getting there. We are getting there. We're still a little bit light on the goalkeepers, goalkeeping coaches, but a lot of the coaching staff was still around from our third division season and of course our second division season as well. So all the ones that were due to expire I got rid of and I've replaced them. Our chief scout was promoted from one of our regular scouts, and we've got a new director of football in. We've just got loads and loads of new players, new staff in. We've got a lot of new players which we'll get through. I just want to try and find a little news item which only happened in here we go. It just happened a couple of days before the match, so I thought I'd bring it to your attention. And I've had maybe half a dozen of these over the course of this series. Talks of a takeover. They keep coming. As I say, I keep getting a couple every season. So at some point, I really think this could happen, which could obviously cast doubt on my future at the club. I think, if I remember rightly, I have only got 1 year left on my contract. I have. So it depends how this season goes, doesn't it? If we're not doing very well, then you never know. I could get sacked. We have got through in the first round of the DFB Pokal. We won 6-0. Niall Ennis scored a hat-trick. His first game back. He hasn't even played a friendly. He recovered, I think, the week before our final friendly. Or the day before our final friendly against Benfica, but I didn't play him in it because he'd literally either the day before or the day of the game, he came back to training. So we didn't rest him in that, and I gave him the game against Neumünster away from home. We won 6-0. He smashed in a first half hat-trick. Absolutely delighted. It was a perfect hat-trick as well. Header, left foot, right foot. Absolutely perfect hat-trick. And in Germany, they're a lot more stringent on what a perfect hat-trick is. You have to score all those goals in one half without interruption. So no one else can score while you're on your hat-trick. And he did it in the 30th, the 40th and the 45th minutes. The ultimate perfect hat-trick. So yeah, right. Waffled on a fair bit. Let's have a quick look at the finances before we go in. So we have got 28 million in the bank. We've still got 1.3 million. Remember at the end of the last video, it was literally the day after in-game my budgets were set. At the end of the last episode, we were going on about how much we thought we might get. It was around about 15 million. And as you can see, a good 550 grand on the wage budget at the moment. We're a little bit over that, but I'm not worried because we do have money to play with, and there could still be players going out. We've still got a couple of weeks left of the transfer window. So without further ado, let's get to showing you who we've brought in. Again, on that season review, we went through a lot of the players that we were bringing in, the pre-contracts. So I think all these freebies we have shown you. So if you want to see those, go and have a look at the at that last episode, the season review. I think Luca Valzania, we may have, not sure if he'd had this one agreed at the time, but he comes in as a box-to-box midfielder, central midfielder. He could play DM as well if we choose to use it. So really happy with him. We've brought in Leonardo Bellardi, a centre-back from Dortmund. He's Argentinian. Been at Dortmund for a few years, but barely played for them. but it just brings some decent backup for us. We need to strengthen the central defensive area, so I'm happy with that. Danicic, I'd shown you. Ibrahim Colley, as soon as we got our transfer budget, this guy popped up. Quite worrying, quite a lot of downward arrows at the minute, but we'll sort that out. He can just play virtually anywhere in the opposition half of the field, so I was really happy to get him in. I originally bought him with the thought of maybe playing him as a striker, but he's probably going to play more as a winger, I think. But really happy to get him in. He's cost us, I think it says 12 million there, but I think it was 6 and maybe 6 in add-ons. It was something like that. We didn't pay 12 up front. Florian Carstens came up on the transfer list, and it just, as a squad player, five grand a week, adds a little bit of backup again. He's good in the air, he's strong, he's physical, so I'm happy to have him. This guy I'm really excited about, Nico Rissi, 19 years of age, very, very quick, not very durable though, so we're going to have to get that stamina up. But other than that, looks really, really tasty as well. Can play on both wings, can play up front. So really, really happy to have him in. Malik Tillman came in on a free. I think he was unattached at the point. He'd left Hamburg, I think, when we signed him. And it was only because somebody else had made an offer that we saw him. And again, he could play as a centre mid, he could play as the AMC, he could play as a CDM if I needed him to. But he's super quick, he's got some really good fitness. So I'm really happy to have him in. He's not ideal in this shadow striker role because he doesn't necessarily have the mentals for it, but that's where he will generally play for us, I think. We made a signing from Leverkusen on a free as well. Bakary Jatta, again, multitude of positions. This is what I like about him. I'm primarily going to use him as a winger, even though his crossing's abysmal, but he's just so quick, and I'm hoping that will do. You know, he'll get in the position and he'll just be able to pick out a cross because he just got there so quick. Faustino Anjorin's coming on loan. Our director of football agreed this one, again, to play in that AMC role predominantly, but he can play in a couple of other positions. It just looks pretty decent. It's just another one to add some numbers. And the last one, I can't remember if... this guy, Kjeld Sauer, again, we got him for... Was he a freebie? He was. I got him mainly for the potential. The flair always catches me on an attack midfielder. If you've got a green numbered flair, then I'm interested. And he's got the teamwork, he's got the technique, he's got aggression. He just looks really good. He's 4.5 star potential. He's 17 years of age. I think we've nicked one here. I've recently got into the scouting and sent them out into like Eastern Europe and Scandinavia because in real life in Germany, that's where a lot of players come from. It's logical, especially Eastern Europe. And this guy's coming from AAB in Denmark, and I am super happy to have him in. I think we've nicked an absolute gem. The big name players going out, you've probably already seen the lethal Lithuanian Lukas Spalvis has gone. He has gone to St. Pauli. I was going to keep him around, but then I looked at him, and you look at the likes of Elias Huth and Emin Chantekin, who we signed and we looked at in the last video, and obviously, you know, we've got Niall Ennis back. I don't think he would have even got on the bench in a cup match, so he had to go. He had 2 years left of his contract. We are paying him 5 grand a week of his 15 grand wage. He deserves to play. He deserves, you know, and we've got 1.7 million. I'm happy with that. That's a good bit of business, to be honest. Ben Woodburn as well. I was happy to see him go. It really disappointed me when we had him. He just never... he turned in 1 or 2 good performances at the end of the season. We got 2.8 million for a player we got for free. Really happy with that. The other big one is Alvaro Aguado. He's just not done it this season. Him and Jordi Quintilla have just not done it at all this season. So I am happy to get them out. Let's just have a quick look at the team. We have got a few injuries. Elias Huth is injured, but he's only out for a few days. David Herold's out for a little bit longer, I think. Yeah, he's got another 3 or 4 weeks. Avdo Sparhic is our backup goalkeeper. He's not, you know, he's our third choice now. Just having a quick look through. Hernando and Bellardi are kind of my first choice at the minute. We've got league debuts for a lot of players here. So obviously Lezzarini, Bellardi, Valzania, Nemecha, Anjorin, Colley, all making their debuts. I have been desperately trying to get a left winger, but Kenny Redondo is still there in the team. He is still there in the team. Let's just have a quick look through. We've got Tekin on the bench as our striker. Where is Nico Rissi? I could probably do with having him on the bench because he's quite a good. Yeah, we'll bring him. We'll put him on there. We only need one centre back on the bench. He's quite a good one to have as a backup left winger. I mean, we're not gonna do anything in this match. I'd be very, very surprised if we do. We have had a couple of good results. Obviously, that Pokal win, and I think we drew. Did we draw 2-2 with them? I think in that month from hell, where we played like all of the top 6 or something ridiculous. It was, you know, and we got 4 points out of the month. But it was, unfortunately, it was in the middle of a 12-game winless run, so it looks bad. But it was such a hard month. We had Dortmund and Bayern and Leipzig and Hoffenheim and Schalke, and I think we had Freiburg as well, who were around us in the relegation battle. And it was just the month from hell. It really, really was. Right, hands on hips. I'm expecting you to win. Wow. Do you know what? I'm going to pump fists and say let's go and cause an upset. Why not? Lumor's place in the team. Yeah, I've promised him game time. So yeah, it's one of those, isn't it? You promise players game time and then kind of forget that you've done it, and all of a sudden you're like, I need to play him. So that's pretty much why he's playing. And I do like him. I do like him. He's a good player. I don't want late scores up. I want to get the match stats up. Right, 10 minutes in. We're still 0-0. I'll take it. Bag it. I'll have the point. Goretzka. Foden. Oh, yeah. Phil Foden. Huge signing. We were a goal down. Phil Foden moved for like 103 million to Bayern in the summer. Massive transfer. I think I've got a feeling they made another huge signing as well. I definitely remember seeing them put in another big offer for somebody, and I can't remember who it was. But it's a good goal, that one. Leroy Sané across to David Neres, and it's 1-0. And it's a shame we couldn't hold on a little bit longer, lads. Oh, hello. Lumor with the throw, headed away by Lewandowski of all people. Lumor still going. Oh, he's put it across, and Faustino Anjorin has scored on his debut. Get in, lads. Oh, I didn't show you the season preview, did I? We are predicted not to finish bottom this season. We're predicted to finish second bottom. Happy days. But do you know what? The signings we've made, I am really happy. As always, jump in the comments. Let me know what you think of these signings. I am really excited about them. I honestly think that we are looking at a top half finish, maybe pushing towards Europe. So that is the plan anyway. Obviously, games against Bayern are not going to be where we get our points this season. It's not where we bank on getting our points. Anything out of games against Dortmund and Bayern and Leipzig are an absolute bonus at the minute. But I definitely think we've got a good enough squad to get some big points in other games and not be anywhere near the relegation battle. I mean, we finished 13th last season, but we were streets ahead of the bottom 3. So I'm very disappointed that they've put us to finish second bottom. I don't think we'll be anywhere near it, if I'm being brutally honest. I don't want to get hammered here, as Sané's just scuffed one wide. I don't want to get hammered. That is all that I care about here. I mean, I'm expecting to lose. If we lose 3 or 4-1, that's all right. I mean, when I say hammered, I mean like the 7-1 we took at Gladbach last season. That was a low point. Right. Are we going to take an unlikely? The long throws definitely don't work anymore, do they? Oh, what a ball! Collie for the debut! Oh, he scored! His league debut, he scored at Neumünster. I think he scored after about 6 minutes of that match. And he is on the score sheet here. What a pass through to him this is, by the way. Look at this for a pass from Oscar Hill. What a pass that is. Brilliant first touch. Outside of the foot, into the back of the net. And we are 2-1 up. Oh, that is so close. He is. Oof. Do you know, he was leaning off. I think his shoulder was offside there. That's a tight one. I would be fuming if I was the Bayern manager. That was close. It looked like his right shoulder was offside there. But Not only are we beating Bayern on the opening day of the season, we scored our only 2 shots on goal. And we've come from behind. That's outrageous. And I'm just going to say, I'm pleased. Just keep it going. Don't need to say anything else, do we? I wasn't expecting to even be level at this point. So to be 2-1 up is fantastic. Let me bring up the Bayern team. Who else? I'm sure they made it. Surely not. Oh, it is! How has he headed it in from there? Manuel Neuer, hang your head in shame. How have you been beaten by a header from there? What's he going to look at? Oh, you're going to tell me there was an offside in here. Oh, you're going to save Manuel Neuer's blushes here, aren't you? Oh, come on. Disallowed. For what? Oh, well, there's a push by Neuer, was there? Let's have a look. Where's the push? There was no push anywhere there. Outrageous. Oh, Mason Mount, they signed David Neres. I can't remember if they'd already had those. Maybe we'll have a look at their transfers after the match. Right, let's have a look. Do we need some substitutions? Niall Ennis is not having a good game. That happens though, doesn't it? Oh, Nemetcha's looking like he's picked up a knock. That's our box to box. So we will bring on Carlos Sickinger. Now it's a case of, do I bring off some of the yellow carded players? But they're, well, one of them, Anjorin, is playing well, but is that because he scored? I might bring off Redondo and bring on Nico Rissi, and I'll probably leave it at that. I don't like doing 3 at once if I can help it, unless I'm really desperately trying to change the game. I'm aware I've still got positive mentality. I'm aware we've still only got 2 shots on goal in this match. Oh, are we gonna score? Sickinger, Colley, Niall Ennis. He's in. I was dubious. I thought he was going to get disallowed. We've gone 3-1 up. We've scored all 3 shots on goal, and Niall Ennis is off the mark in the league again this season. Oh, I think he shaped his run. In fact, I think the defender took a step back. But Colley has an assist. I'm going to end up loving this guy. He shapes his run well. But again, that is a really, really tight one. And I'm kind of surprised that stuck. I mean, we're FMing the hell out of this, but who cares? Who cares? It is 3-1. It is outrageous. I cannot believe this. We've got a player looking really tired, haven't we? Luka Valzania. So Hikmet Çiftçi can come on. And we have our 3rd division central midfield partnership back together in the centre. I can't believe that. Sickinger and Çiftçi. We're not going to score again, surely. No, Sane's going to bring it forward here. And if they score here, we are parking the bus. But Sickinger's worked back well. Thumps it forward. Oh, and I thought Anjorin was going to get away there. Oh, David Neres. What a block. What a block. What defensive tactics have I got here? No, we've got the all-out attack, and then we've got a fluid counter-attack, which I can bring in because it doesn't cause anything to change, but it sits everyone back a little bit. Oh, that header's gone just over. If we were only 2-1 up, I would probably park the bus. I will just drop it back and just try and see it out at 3-1 for now. That is a sensational block by Lumor. Well done, son. Well done. As good as a goal that was. Niall Ennis has stolen it. Anjorin into midfield for Çiftçi. Rissi, Çiftçi. Oh, he should have taken it on and hit that. Rissi, Lumor backing him up. Çiftçi. Oh, this is beautiful play. Oh, he's sensational, and Colley's shot is blocked. We've actually had a shot that we haven't scored. But we're still going. Lumor past his man. Still going, Lumor. Still going. Oh, it's a thundering tackle on him. And the counter-attack's going to be on, and they're going to score here. No, they're not. David Neres went to place it into that bottom corner. This is a ridiculous win. I said any points against these sort of teams are a bonus, but I will take it all day long. This is a huge bonus. We have FM'd them. There's no question about that. Look at the stats. We have FM'd them. But have they ever really dominated? Have they ever really had a sustained spell where we've really desperately been hanging on? It hasn't felt like it at any point. I actually think we've been reasonably comfortable. Sane, it's been speculative long range shots for the most part for them. So it's been a hell of a day at the office. It's a huge win. Some very good debuts, especially from Anjorin and Ibrahima Colley. I'm absolutely delighted with that. And Colley probably getting man of the match, I assume. There's going to be no one on the Bayern team. There's going to be a match for him there, is that? Why does he seem demotivated? I've just told you I'm pleased. And you're demotivated by that. That's weird. Delighted. Absolutely phenomenal. What a start to the season. Right, what have we got? Oh yeah, they've appointed Jesse Marsch as their manager. He's long been linked with a move to the Bundesliga. He's currently at RB Salzburg in Austria at the minute, and he's constantly been linked. He was linked for a long time with Dortmund, I think, wasn't it? And I think he's been linked with Leipzig if Nagelsmann went, but he's still there at the minute. And the match is only out for 3 days. That's good, not a problem. I suppose attention then turns to what we do next. Oh, should we have a quick look at what Bayern did do in terms of their transfers? It was Mason Mount, the other one they brought in. So there's still a thing in Germany of bringing in the English talent, Phil Foden and Mason Mount, for 130 million. They did sell Wilfred Ndidi to Liverpool. And I am still scouting all their young players. I am, they're the best team in Germany, aren't they? Obviously. So, right, let's see what we've got coming up. I did not expect that win. That is huge. That is absolutely huge. Let's get rid of the friendlies. We've got quite a good few games coming up as well. On the face of it, I mean, before October's going to be tough. Schalke, Dortmund, and Hertha. That's going to be a tough month. But we've got a real chance to, dare I say, even be in double figures points-wise by the time we reach the end of September. So I might come back for the end of September for these games here. So yeah, smash a like that on there for me, guys. Again, Bayern, look. They've only beaten us once in 4 games. We have 2 wins against them. If that isn't worth a like, I don't know what is. Smash that thumbs up for me, guys. Subscribe, turn on the notifications. Jump in the description as well for links to everything else on the channel and to my social media. As always, jump in the comments. Apologies, it's been a while. As I said, it took ages to get through this pre-season, but it looks like it's paying off. I'll see you very soon. Bye-bye.